Good morning, Mighty Family. Welcome to my outdoor little workout studio here. I'm so glad you can join me for some mat Pilates this morning. I'm feeling really good. I've got my Mighty Health mat that I'm ready to exercise on with you. And I have a few things. We're going to do some mat Pilates. And so you might want a couple items with you to help you along with this class. A towel. I like this size, like hand towel size. You can do longer than that. You can use it for support or when we're stretching. It will help give you that added arm length you might need for some of the stretches. Then maybe some pillows. A lumbar pillow is good, but I'm going to show you some things you can do with the pillows to help you learn some of the exercises as we develop our core and it's getting stronger. There's little modifications we can do to make it successful, but building your strength along the way. So I'm using some mat Pilates technique. This is a book by Joseph Pilates. He wrote it in 1945, and he has 34 mat movements that he introduced back then after all of his research and helping people rehabilitate from injuries and illness. As you've probably seen it around, it's really stuck and grown over the years. So excited to share it with you this morning. Let's start by just getting a little warmed up. I'm kneeling. You could be seated or standing for this, but we're going to just do some good morning, good afternoon, good day stretches. We're going to reach around and up as we inhale our breath. And at the top, I'm going to grab one wrist, give it a little stretch over the top of my body, really lengthening through my side, and back up to center, switching sides, extending a little bit more and reaching up and over the other direction. Inhaling back up, hands to my thighs, and I'm going to pull chin to chest. And take a deep inhale first. Breathing in, chin to chest, and as I exhale, I roll down one vertebra at a time through my spine, reaching the tip of my head towards the floor or my thigh, knee area. Inhale at the bottom of that stretch, and exhale, round, 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 back up. Great, good morning. We're gonna move into our lying position. So if you have a mat, I'm just using this handy mat here, and we're gonna move to the ground and just practice our Pilates breathing. So place your hands on your rib cage. You can have your knees slightly bent if that helps your back position, or you can extend your legs all the way out. When your legs are extended, you'll notice you might have a little crook in your little extended natural spine there, so you could kind of reach some fingers underneath. What we're going to do is, with those hands on our ribs, take a big breath in, inhale through the nose, feel our rib cage and lungs expand, and on the exhale, feel your ribs and lungs pull away from your hands. As you do that, draw your navel towards your spine, and you'll feel that space that you had just felt before under your back disappear. That's you engaging your abs down there. Let's try that again. Big inhale in through the nose, and exhale through your mouth, navel to spine. So we're going from a natural spine to a neutral spine and using those abs. Feel the breath. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. So that nice slow inhale and exhale, we'll be using that through our entire class this morning. All right, let's try some rolling up from this position. I'm going to extend my arms long, and then I'm going to reach my hands by my just above my thighs. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, I'm going to pull my chin into my chest and just round up a little bit and let it go. Try that again. Inhale and exhale, rounding up through the shoulders, feeling my abs draw towards my spine, and let it go. Okay, that's half of the Pilates hundreds. You might have heard about these. This is some ab work that we can do. You can do it the way we just did it. Inhale, exhale, round up And from here, we do little pulses of our hands. The legs can stay on the ground as we inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. You can bend your knees towards your body. This helps engage your abs a little bit more. So you inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lower down, extend out. Now a full 100 would be also floating your feet just slightly above the ground as you do it. So you can do one of the ones we just tried, or you can try this little trickier one with me. So deep inhale, and on the exhale, round up, extend your legs, and from here we inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, exhale, slow breaths, but firm pulse pumping. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax your head and shoulders and your legs if those were floating as well, and take a deep breath in. We'll want to build that up to do reps of, they call it hundreds. So each 10 times, 5 count in, 5 count out on the breath. Great practice for you. Let's move on to a roll up. From there, it's also using your abs. Inhale through your nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, you round up. This is what it looks like, the full one. All the way up, flat back at the top. Inhale, and I round by tucking my hips under, and I come down nice and slow. Let me show you some modifications for that. So I have some pillows here. You can kind of make a little ramp, a little incline, and so you can start from a higher position. And this allows your abs to develop from wherever you're at. I have 3 more pillows I could add to this here, but I'm gonna inhale, and on the exhale, I'm gonna reach and really feel my navel draw towards my spine as I sit up, and then lower back down. So I'm able to work the top half of this roll up to meet me where I'm at. So working the bottom half would be just like that, what we did earlier with our hundreds. It would just be rolling up just as far as we could go, and then coming back down. Roll up just as far as you can go, and come back down. And then when you're ready, you can put those 2 together. All right, how about we roll the opposite direction? This is called a roll over. You can start by bending your knees. Find that nice extended arm position. From there, see if you can lift one leg up. Maybe flex your foot, point it. Try the other foot up, flex and point. And now from here, see if you can bring your feet up to a vertical position. You'll feel your abs engaged. Deep inhale with your breath, nice, slow. And on the exhale, let your feet roll towards your upper body. This is what it might look like. You really feel your triceps engage, but just go to your point of slight discomfort. I was gonna say comfort, but we need a little discomfort to get stronger, right? But from here, inhale and exhale. Roll, 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 roll. I'm really tucking under with my tailbone to get that lift. And exhale back down. Nice work, everybody. Okay, you can either roll up like we did earlier, or you can roll over onto your side to come up to your seated position. And we're gonna do some kneeling work. Come up onto your hands and knees. You might want that towel that we had earlier, because that way you can make a little pad for your knees if it's too much pressure on your knees. You could also roll your mat up and have a real nice cushiony area for yourself. So we're gonna go hands and knees, inhale and exhale. We're gonna practice drawing our navel towards our spine on that exhale. Inhale and exhale. Draw your navel towards your spine and let it release. From there, see if you can extend one leg behind you. I have my foot flexed. Hopefully you can see that back there. And from there, I'm going to try to just draw my my left leg out towards the side of my body. You can let it float on the ground, just as far as your range of motion is. It might not get all the way to the side. You can also lift that foot and let it float without the ground. There we go. It's a great hip stretch. It's strengthening. And be careful not to lean away too far. You want to try to stay equally balanced in your arms while you do this position. Couple more. We inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. From there, your hips bones are like headlights, straight towards the ground. Go ahead and bend your back knee and extend it. Bend it and extend it. Little leg curls here. You'll feel your hamstring engage. You'll feel the squeeze right at the base of your seat, where your seat meets the back of your leg. Bend it and extend it, being sure to draw your navel to your spine. Now hold the bend. Go ahead and flex your foot. From there, just press your heel up 1 inch at a time. Squeeze the base of your seat and press and press. Just 5 more. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on down from that. We've got one more side to do in this kneeling position. Little towel to pat my knees there. And try that on the other side. So I extend my right leg back. First, we do that leg little semicircle. Navel towards your spine. And inhale. Exhale. I wrap my leg. And bring it back. Inhale. Drag that foot on the ground. And like I said, it doesn't have to go all the way to that side. Your goal is to get it to a 90-degree angle to your body. But if just go to that spot where it challenges you without too much discomfort. Now I'm going to try a couple floating. A few more of these. I wrap it and bring it back. And draw it slowly. Inhale and exhale. Again. And one more. From here, both hips towards the ground. I bend, squeezing through the hamstring, squeezing through the back seat muscle, right where the seat and back of the leg come together. Soften your elbows and also draw your navel towards your spine as you make this movement. Couple more. And hold this one right here. Hold that 90-degree bend if you can. Flex your foot. From there, press up and hold. Press up an inch. Now, the only reason your leg is moving is because you're squeezing right at the base of your seat. 3 more. And press. And press. That is enough. Both knees down and give yourself a little child's pose to stretch out the seat muscles that you just were working so hard. Great job. From there, we're going to extend out to a plank position. So our arms stay shoulder width apart, and I'm going to extend my toes behind my body. Now, you can modify this by bringing your knees to the ground. That's not a problem at all. You can use that same towel or pillow for support. From here, we're going to try, make sure I have enough room behind me. We're going to go ahead and try to extend one leg up and put it down. Other leg up. Inhale and carefully lower it down. Again, inhale, lift, and lower. This requires a lot of balance. And lift and lower. Like I said, you can always start from here and then try to lift a leg up. or lift the other leg up. Little modification there. Good. One last time. Up with one, and down, and up with the other, and down. Great work there. Okay, I'm gonna stretch it back one more time. And round it back up. We're going to go ahead and do some roll-ups, working those abs again. We did a lot of ab work at the beginning, and I gave you a little break as we worked our legs and our seat and our arms a little bit. But let's move back down. I'm gonna face the opposite direction. You guys get to decide which is my better side. I'm gonna lower down, and from here, I'm gonna start to articulate my spine by tucking under and lifting up. This is engaging our core. It's also using our hamstrings and our seat muscles that we've kind of fired up a little bit already. So reaching our arms down, drawing my shoulders back, and now I'm gonna tuck under a little bit with my tailbone. And this is, I'll also focus on our breath here. Inhale, and as we exhale, we tuck and articulate our spine up, really drawing in tight through our core, squeezing our seat. Inhale at the top, and lower down one vertebra at a time. Good. If it's too much on your hamstrings, you can put a little towel under your seat area to start you from a little bit higher position. You won't have quite so far to go. It'll help you at that bottom part. But a little cramping in the hamstrings is common for this one. Let's try it again. Inhale and exhale, tuck, rounding up, 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 up. Really feeling your heels dig into the ground. Inhale at the top of this position. And exhale, roll down from the top of the spine on down, 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 down. And let your back go to that neutral position at the end. One last one. Inhale and exhale, round, round, round. Squeezing. Go to that highest position, really tight seat. Big inhale at the top, and exhale, roll down, down, down. Great job. Okay, from here, we're gonna try to roll, round up. If you can go all the way up, great. If you need to use your hands at any point, that's okay too. All right, moving on to the side of our body, we're gonna lean onto one arm, knees drawn slightly in, and from here, you can extend your legs out. This is a little tricky to balance. If you need those knees drawn in, it'll give you a little bit bigger base. From here, we're gonna take our top leg only and just try to float it in the air. From there, lift it up, lower it down. Inhale, lift, and lower. Up. Couple more. Big inhale. And lift it. Now hold it floating. See if you can bring it in front of your body, keeping your upper body perfectly still. And back to center. And behind. And back to center. If this position in your upper body is too much, you can lower down to a hand on your head or completely down. That's fine too. A couple modifications for you. Let's keep going with that forward movement and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Hold it in the center. And now circle around, around. Good. Trace a ball, maybe the size of a grapefruit, around. Now reverse that grapefruit circle, around, around. So if you were going clockwise before, change to counterclockwise, or vice versa. Two more. And hold it there, just tiny lifts to finish. Bring that upper leg to its highest position, and from there, just 1 inch lifts up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. One more side of that. And then I have some great stretching for you to come. A little foreshadowing. You can do it. Okay, I'm gonna lean onto this side. Again, you can lower all the way down or bend the elbow there. I'm gonna be a little bit lifted because I like to feel that opposite side of my body. Don't let it sink in your shoulder and your waistline. Feel your shoulder pressing down and lift through that other side. You can stay in that tuck position or you can extend. I'll go a little longer so you can see what my legs are doing there. From here, I lift up and down. Lift, lift, lower, lower. So a little bigger range of motion than we did at the beginning. Really feeling that side of my leg and the outer corner side of my seat, doing a lot of work here. And a lot of balance because I'm trying to keep everything very stable, keep from rocking. Up, up, down, down. On this one, we're gonna hold it floating and that leg comes forward a few inches or maybe a foot or two and back. Good, forward and back. Challenging our balance even more. You can do it, keep going. Inhale and exhale. Breathing through it. Couple more. You've got this. Good, challenge you where you're at, your range of motion, and holding it floating, and we circle and circle. Here's that grapefruit. Around, around. And now reverse that circle the opposite way. Here I am counterclockwise, squeezing to trace it. Breathing. Last 5, 2, 3, 4. Hold it on 5, tiny lifts to finish, just 10 of these. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax out of there. Maybe leaning down onto your back for a whole body stretch. Extending through the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Big inhale and exhale. You can roll up like we did earlier or lean around to your side to come up. We're gonna do some final stretches coming up here. We're gonna start in our straddle position. Feet slightly wider than your mat, hands in front of your body, and see if you can flex your feet. Let's start with our breath though. Inhale, and on the exhale, I reach, 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 reach. Go to that point where you are comfortable. Well, maybe a little uncomfortable, but that's okay. Feel that nice stretch. The muscles recovering from all the work you just did. Inhale out there and bring it back up one more time. Inhale and stretching forward. Good. If you're in line with your mat, you want to try to have your feet a little bit wider than your mat. If you're the width-wise, they don't need to be wider than your mat. And bring it back up. Feet come together. Big inhale up and exhale, fold yourself forward for a nice stretch. Now just reach your hands to a spot where you feel a nice stretch on the back of your thighs. Chin is a little bit towards your chest or a neutral head. Big inhale while you're there. And exhale, stretch a little bit more. And then we're going to articulate up through our spine, one vertebra at a time to a seated position. From here, we're going to draw one leg, try to cross it over, or you can keep that foot on the floor if the hip is tight. Number 4, stretch. You can see how it got its name. Maybe leaning forward a little bit into that if you want a little bit more. And back up to that pike position. We're going to try that number 4 stretch using the other side. If you're like me, you might have one side that's a little more tight than the other. Completely normal. Inhale up and exhale into that stretch. Great job. And back up we go. All right, arm in front of your body. Make a hook with your opposite arm, crossing it over. Get a nice stretch of your shoulder. And opposite side, stretching. And maybe clasp your arms behind you and extend them out. Maybe you're down here, or you can lift them a little bit. Really feel your shoulders opening up. Now, if that's a little tricky, try it with your towel. You can hold it out here and stretch. You can also use that towel for your number 4 stretches, or anytime we're stretching through our legs to on the pike or something, to get a little bit more stretch without having to grab with your hands if that's a little bit much. All right, let's take some final breaths together. Bring ourselves into a great space again after this workout. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through your mouth. Remember, 5 slow counts on your inhale, 5 slow counts on your exhale. Maybe place your hands on your ribs to really feel that expansion. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rounding down. Inhale, chin to chest. Tip of the head towards the knees. Bring it back up. And great job, everybody. Give yourselves a hand. I'm so glad I could share some of these Pilates exercises with you, and I hope to see you here with our Mighty Health family again soon.